Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Jack Hammer. Today, I wanted to go over the offensive player that I think is going to have the second year leap for the 49ers. You know, recently on the channel, we had done that with the defense, and on the defensive side of the ball, I felt like Drake Jackson was going to be that player that's going to have that year two leap. You look at the offensive side of the ball, there's a few names that you could choose from. You have Danny Gray out at wide receiver. You can go with offensive lineman Spencer Burford. There's a couple of running backs, Ty Davis-Price. You also have Jordan Mason. For me, when I look at it, I am going to say that I think that Jordan Mason is going to be the second-year player that's going to have that year two leap for the 49ers. You know, the others are some good choices, but I go with Mason really because of the growth that we saw out of him last year. You know, he was a guy who undrafted rookie free agent, and he was able to work his way onto the roster, make a lot of more playing time than a guy like Ty Davis-Price, who was taken in the third round. And you look at what Jordan Mason was able to do last year. Like I said, the running ability, he was able to get himself into that closer role, right? That guy who late in the games, they felt comfortable with putting him in there to give Christian McCaffrey or Elijah Mitchell or whatever back was in there. They felt that like they could utilize him at the end of the ball game. A guy that they didn't have to really worry about turning the ball over. He was pretty consistent with that as well. And for Jordan Mason, I think he shows the ability. Now, the big thing for Jordan Mason that was going to cause him to be able to get to that next level was going to be in the passing game. He was going to have to prove himself to be a better receiver. He was going to have to prove himself as a pass blocker. Both of those are things that Kyle Shanahan doesn't take lightly when it comes to his running backs, especially his young running backs. And he didn't have much of a choice back in 2021 with Elijah Mitchell, but he did last year. And you saw him kind of hold back a little bit on Mason, hold back a little bit on Ty Davis-Price. And I think that a couple of things have happened this offseason already. During OTAs and minicamp, Jordan Mason was really good in the passing game. Didn't drop any of the balls that came his way, actually caught every pass that was targeted towards him. Whereas the other backs, Mitchell and Ty Davis-Price, both had issues with holding on to the football. Not Jordan Mason. He looked smooth. He looked comfortable as a pass catcher. And I think that'll go a long way towards it. And if he's able to be the number two back behind Christian McCaffrey, he's going to get more carries. He's going to get more playing time. And this is a guy I really liked watching him run the ball last year during training camp. And I think if, based off everything we've seen from him already this offseason, the strength is more defined. The speed, that burst is all still there. And I really think that Jordan Mason is going to be the guy for the 49ers when it comes to that year two leap on the offense. He's going to be the guy that's going to get it there. So, hey, take it for what it's worth. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Which 49ers offensive player do you think is going to make the year two leap this year? And explain why. Let me hear that in the comments section. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you could do me a favor before you leave, hit that like button and then also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And then once you do that, also make sure you turn on notifications because training camp is right around the corner. I will be there every day. You're not going to want to miss any of those updates. So make sure you have those notifications on. Again, have a great day, everybody. Take it for what's worth. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.